women don't have any game. And I don't mean they don't know how to flirt. I think you understand what I'm getting at here. But just in case, hang on, I'll make it make sense. So first of all, this is not saying that women are incapable, right? They don't understand how to get men. It's easy. It's always been easy. But it's been an easy of just being open to being approached. There's men around you, swimming around, and you're like guppies, and men are just hungry. They're always there. They're always trying to offer themselves to you. So all you have to do is kind of crack open the door and let whomever you want in. That's not game in the sense that men are talking about. And I bring this up because one of the subscribers, one of our actual friends, commented about another video and saying about men and trying to approaching and how men don't sometimes recognize when women are being saying that I'm open to being approached. We move with such a deficit, and talk about men here, such a deficit in compliments, in accolades, that usually that's one of the things we obviously suffer from. It's the example of when an older lady gives you a compliment, gives a man a compliment, and it sticks with him for months, for years. Hey, you look handsome today. That'll stick with a man for years because he doesn't get it. Women sift through that. It's white noise, it's background. They've been hearing it probably too early in their life, right? I think what I'm saying is being fair. So when I say you don't have any game, you don't have any game because you're unpracticed in this. And it's important now because when women are clearly saying they want men to approach, but men are saying, you've told us not to, for very real, reputable reasons, and sometimes to the point where men just saying, hey, I don't want to be a creep. I don't want to be one of those guys out there trying to ruin your day, or I don't want to be accused of me too over something that was just me trying to hit on you. I'm inarticulate, I'm nervous, I'm out of step, and I'm just trying to break the ice, but I'm not your cup of tea, so here's the problem. So the natural solution has been saying, well, woman, why don't you approach? Now this is the part where we're talking about game, because that in itself is an art. Right? And it's an art wrapped around rejection. And that becomes a very difficult thing for women to sort of deal with, to the idea that I'm going to put myself out there and someone could say no. And I think one of the reasons women are afraid of that is because they know in which the ways they often have said no of how, or know of ways that women say no. In the downright worst of ways, we know, we have an inkling of what goes on in the group chats after a man completely bombs it and just tries to get your attention, out in the street, out in the wild. So when we flip the script and say, all right, if you don't want men to approach, or you want to shrink the pool of men that are approaching you, or men that you're open to, then yeah, you would just be the one doing the choosing. So the conversation we're having was about, well, what is the best way to get a man to approach? Because sometimes we as men mistake you smiling as an invitation to approach. Sometimes you're smiling because you're having a good day. Sometimes you're smiling to disarm him because he may actually be a threat to you. You don't want to come off as a bitch and he take it wrong and him actually get violent with you. We know this happens. We know it's a defense mechanism or a tool that women use. But we're setting that aside for now and saying, how do women, or more to our point, how do women know what way to approach men, or what ways men are receptive to being approached? The fact is, it's an individual sort of thing. Just the same way it's like when men approach women, it's on an individual basis. The large, general, broad strokes is something simple as saying, hi, my name is such and such. The real truth is, women, you don't have to be versed in game. You don't have to walk that tightrope of trying to approach a woman, look like you're not, threatening depending on your size, depending on your stature. You don't have to play the game of seconds. By that, I mean, sometimes when you go out there and you're approaching in the wild, the cold approaching, you're buying yourself seconds. Hey, my name is such and such. I just saw you over here and I thought you looked beautiful. I'm trying to buy myself 10 more seconds. Buy your response is going to tell me whether or not I was successful or not. I bought those 10, the next purchase is 18 seconds. Next purchase is 39. I'm trying to buy my way until you say, all right, I'm going to give you a blanket of 5 minutes. That's really what game boils down to, the way I see it. I of course, can be wrong. And feel free to jump in the comments and say, no, my game is like this. This is how it is. But for me, it's always been borrowed time. I'm trying to get this, to get that, to get that. Women, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that struggle. You don't have to walk that tightrope or that razor's edge. All you sort of have to do is make yourself available to that guy and let him, it's almost like jump starting a car, right? Let him jump in and do the legwork. If he's not, yeah, you didn't buy any time, right? You didn't buy any time with him. You didn't jump his car, his battery. There's no spark. Feel free to disengage. And now you have to do sort of the hard part that often men make look very easy, and that's dealing with the rejection. Because it's not, sometimes it's not something you see physically. You often can, but a lot of it is an emotional sort of baggage that you have to walk with, and learn how to drop that almost immediately and not have that be a detriment to your day, a detriment to your character, a detriment to yourself. You just have to learn to say, I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna have to try again. You may have to try again that same night. You might have to try again that same hour. The advantage men have is just one in repetition, one in frequency. That doesn't necessarily mean it gets easier. You can share in that sort of discomfort. You just get more numb to it. It's like that quote I read a very long time ago. You know, sometimes the fear won't go away, so you have to do it afraid. It's the same thing men deal with rejection. Some, yeah. There's probably a top number where you can simply cold approach all day, all night, consistently, constantly, to get rid of a lot of that tension, a lot of that fear, and realize that the world doesn't end. But in women's case, no, you just have to recognize, and this is sometimes the really hard part. Society has kind of told you that you all are desirable, that you all are wanted, that there is someone for everyone. So when you go and approach a man, you think that naturally he would want me. Why wouldn't he? He probably just didn't notice me. We've seen videos and videos and videos of women saying, I went out looking like this, and they'll do the backup, they'll show the camera the dress, and then the thought process is, of course, there's got to be something wrong with men because they're out here and they're not approaching me. There's got to be something wrong with them. They've got to be gay. No. The fact is, you're going to, if you decide to approach or let a man know you are interested, sometimes it's going to be a miss. And it could be for various reasons. And one of those could be he's not interested, not that he's not sexually attracted to women. He's just not into you. And that's hard. I've seen that seems to be a very hard thing for some women to sort of swallow and understand. And that prevents you from going out there and trying to approach men. But there's advantages in doing so. The most obvious one is you limit the men that you want in your space, in your purview. If you are only into a certain type of man, then you can be the one that narrows your field and says, my options are now limited to these 10 men, but each one of these 10 men are my type. Rather than it to be in the reverse and men simply bombarding you with attention and questions and their desires. You're trying to sift through each one of those 100 to find the 10 you're actually interested in. If you were the one choosing, then you got a better approach, a better chance of actually not wasting your time. Not that you might get more success because your type may not like you, but at least you know this is where I'm aiming, this is where I'm going. I think that makes sense, right? If you think there's something I'm missing here, or if you have your own questions, or you want to let me make videos of some of those, then feel free, hit me up. You always know you can email me. If you find me on Instagram, you hit the DM, same thing with TikTok. Let me know. I'm always down to do more videos like this. And if you made it to this point and you're still listening, you see videos on your screen, take a look at those. And of course, if you listen to sound my voice right now, you have subscribed to join the train. We're trying to pay the rent. I'll see you in the next one.